Hey friends, welcome back to Jenny Food and My Kitchen. With spring approaching and hopefully warmer weather, it's that time of year I like to get into the kitchen and experiment a little bit, trying some new recipes to add to my collection so that by the time summer comes and all the events and jobs and things I have to cook for, I have a few new recipes to pull from. So that's what we're doing today. We are going to test kind of what I like to call a glow-up recipe. Now, one of my family favorites is to take a block of cream cheese, kind of spread that on a platter, just, kind of thin, and then add a thin layer of hot pepper jelly over that. Serve that with some crackers and you've got a super simple appetizer. So there's a little bit of something for your back pocket. But today we're going to take that already terrific recipe and we're going to just kind of bump it up and glow it up a little bit. I'm going to add some bacon, some cheese, and some seasoning. We're going to put it in a baking dish, heat it up, and hopefully create what I think is going to be a wonderful appetizer. So let's do this. So let me show you what we're working with today. I've got 8 pieces of bacon. I've got some salt, some cream cheese, some hot pepper jelly. Now you could use either a strawberry habanero. This happens to be a lemon and blood orange hot pepper jelly, plain hot pepper jelly, just something with a little bit of spice to it. And then we're gonna add a little bit of garlic powder, 2 cups of shredded cheese, and we're gonna get this all put together in a little baking dish and bake that off and dip some crackers into it. I'm telling you, I have high hopes for this recipe. We'll see. All right, I am going to start off by just kind of cutting this bacon up. Now, I'm going to cut that. These are just solid, just fat, so I'm not going to use those. I'm waiting till we get to the meat part. And then I'm just going to cut little pieces that we can kind of render slowly until they're nice and crispy. These are going to go on top of the cream cheese and the jelly mixture. All right, I've got all of that bacon chopped up. Now I'm just going to get that into a skillet, kind of separate it a little bit. And I'm going to put this over low heat just to kind of render some of that fat off as well as crisp this up. I like, if I'm using bacon inside a recipe and I want it to be kind of crispy, then I just like to do it kind of low and slow. So we will get that going while we get our cream cheese and our other ingredients together, ready to mix. All right, so kind of a low and slow, and I'll just keep checking that as I start to get our other ingredients together. All right, into my mixer, I'm going to just put that 2 cups of cheese right in there. And to that, I'm gonna add a half a teaspoon of salt, a half a teaspoon of garlic powder, and then I'm just adding some of this hot pepper jelly. A half a cup is going to go mixed in with our cream cheese. And I think this lemon blood orange will be so good. But like I said, you can use a strawberry jalapeno, mango habanero, just something with a little kick in it. All right, I've got a half a cup of our lemon blood orange hot pepper jelly. I'm going to add that right in. Now I'm going to save this other amount. I'm going to kind of heat it up in the microwave just a little bit when we're just a few minutes out, and then I'm going to spread that kind of warm on top of our warm dip with our bacon for the last 10 minutes or so. I think it's going to be delicious. And then lastly, I'm just going to add my 2 blocks of cream cheese and cream cheese number 2. So now I'm just going to take this over to my mixer, let it do its work, and then we'll put that in the bottom of a pan. Got everything set. We're just going to go ahead and give her a mix. And let that become fully incorporated. All right, I would say that looks about right. So our bacon is almost actually done. I've got this all mixed up. And now I'm just going to add this to our pan. This is like, I think an 8 by 8. I could measure it, but I'm pretty sure that's about what the size is. And then I'm just going to take a spoon and just kind of smooth that out into an even layer. I think this is going to be really good. I have high hopes for this. My family, we like to play a lot of cards together. And my family is all about the appetizer. Anytime we get together, we have appetizers. And we always have like a nice big family dinner. So I think this is something that, at the very least, I can share with my family on a good card night. So our dip is in the pan. Now I'm going to put this in a 350 oven for 20 minutes. And then I'm going to take it out. I'm going to add the bacon and the rest of that jam on top and put it in for another 10 minutes. I'll see you when it's finished. All right, our bacon is pretty much done. So I'm going to go ahead and just take that off the heat and get that on paper towels. So I just had a thought. Our dip is in the oven, our cheese base. And so I heated up the remainder of that jar, which is another half cup. I went and measured that for you. And I heated it up in the microwave a little bit so it's nice and warm. I am just going to mix all this bacon right into this hot jelly. And then once that comes out of the oven at 20 minutes, we're supposed to put the bacon and the jelly on top. I've mixed the bacon and the jelly together. Ooh, I think this is going to be good. Our 20 minutes is up, and so I'm just going to kind of take our bacon and our jam that's mixed together. I am going to just kind of put it along the top. Oh my gosh, this smells so good already. So I will add this all around the top, and then I'll just take my spoon and kind of smooth that over. Well, I'm doing it the best I can. I'm kind of kicking up some of that dip, but that's okay. Ooh, that looks good. I've got that completely over the top. I'm going to go ahead and put it in for another 10 minutes, and then we'll let it cool slightly, and we'll give it a try. All right, friends, she is out of the oven, and she smells divine. Would you just take a look at that? I mean, just look at that. Doesn't that look so good? All right, I've got my cracker here, and I am ready to dig in. Oh my gosh, look how good that looks. All right, oops. All right, friends, here we go. Does it taste as good as it smells? It's still pretty hot, I couldn't wait. Yeah, that's a glow up for sure. The pepper jelly has kind of given that some spice. The bacon adds kind of like a saltiness and a depth. That cream cheese is obviously melty and good. I think I'm gonna have to go in for a second bite. But that reminds me, it kind of reminds me of like a melted, almost like a melted spicy pimento cheese spread with bacon and a little sweet, if that makes sense. But oh my gosh, this is so good. All right, friends, you should make this glow up version. I don't even know what we're calling this. Bacon, hot pepper jelly, cream cheese, hot, gooey, yummy deliciousness. I don't know. I'll figure it out by the time I make the title. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. I love your comments. Keep them coming. And we'll see you soon. Bye for now.